Hello, my marketing group partners and potential marketing group partners. I'm Randy Jenkins, and we're going to talk about today's challenges regarding realtouring and the biggest challenges that realtors face today. But let's talk about history. Gary Keller somewhat is the godfather of how do you become successful as a realtor. He wrote the book Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And if you haven't read it 3 or 4 times, then you probably should definitely read it. In the book, he basically says that you have to use his 33 touch system. Okay, that's email, phone, and text. And the challenge today is that people don't answer the phone. They don't open your email. And if you text them 3 times a week for 3 weeks, they're going to think you're a hungry salesperson. So how do you become top of mind when everybody's ghosting you? And what I submit to you is that, hell, I don't know if my answer is the right answer, but I do have an answer. And that is basically to turn your feed into your presentation. So what I would do is I would say, let's use Barry as an example. Barry, I want to be your realtor. I want to be top of mind. I want to be the guy that when you're ready to do real estate, that you reach out to me. The challenge I know is that you're overwhelmed. We're all overwhelmed. There's so much content and there's so much out there that you don't have time to take my calls, and you may not open my emails, and certainly if I start annoying you with texts, it's not a good way for us to do business. So what I'd like you to do is to subscribe to my feed. Now here's me going into my feed to show you what. Now I use Facebook, but you can use Instagram or whatever you want to do. What I do is I post every day. I just posted a new listing from yesterday. I posted it today, but yesterday is when we got the listing. Here's an article in which I was interviewed. Here's I learned about turtling in concrete and ChatGPT'd it and posted it. Here's another article that I posted. Here's the hottest markets of November 2025. Here's another listing that the marketing group had from a couple of days ago, which I finally got around to listing it. Here's a discussion of AI tools and a specific example of me using ChatGPT to create a listing. Here's an article I took from WISH TV. Here's a article that came out of Realtor.com. Here's a video that I made, an update on the multifamily market. Here's some information from list reports. All right, so what we do is when we get a lead, we want them to understand that we recognize that they are busy, and that for us to become top of mind, we would have to reach out to them with texts and phone calls and emails. And it may very well not be that they want to be communicated with. So we invite them to subscribe to our content. Now, if you join my marketing group, you're going to get a lot of content from me that talks about how to build your business. And one of the ways that we in our marketing group do it is by posting each other's listings. So here's 58 properties in which you have permission to market these listings. If you join the marketing group and you want to have us market your listings, then we'll be happy to market your listings. So let's jump into another way to create content. I use a program called List Reports, and I pay for it. And if you join the marketing group, you will be able to use this to create content. And it's an incredible program for ease of listing. So let me just go ahead and post a listing. Let's go here to this particular house, which I'm pretty certain I haven't posted. So this is not an impressive property, but it is what it is. And if you use my theory on how to build your business, you're going to want to be looking for content on a regular basis. So for me, you see I hit copy, I jump over into my feed, I jump up to the top, I click and I hit paste. And there it is. So this house is now being posted by the platform called List Reports. Now, that link that I have is actually a One House website. So let me just go ahead and show you what you can do with One House websites. This is a One House website that I created by putting the address in my List Reports platform. This is about the home. This is a photo gallery. This is explore the area. And when you put yourself on the List Reports platform, you're going to see that all of your listings, this will create a One House website for all of your listings. It'll have your information. And even on my listings or any of our marketing partners' listings, when you input that listings under marketing, the marketing kit creation, it will put your information on my listing or any one of our marketing partners listings, and you'll be the one that introduces the property to them. Now, the benefit to me is that I am a mortgage broker, and it's a mortgage brokerage product, and I wish I'd had it my whole career. But anyway, it will invite you to use this payment calculator. It's really cool. You can change any of the variables, and any of your customers that you're trying to earn their business, you can simply say, oh, by the way, I will give you a mortgage calculator that will allow you to figure out what your payment's going to be based on any variables that you want to change. So as you can see, each time I do this, it changes the payment. All right, let's get back into this because I want to end this because this is all about time. How do you do the best job of creating time? And just for further illustration, I'm in the wrong browser. If you go onto List Reports and you go into Marketing Kits, and it says, and I have permission, I wanted to use this as an example, create a new marketing kit. I have permission to market 9001 Lido Lane. There it is. This is listed on MLS, and it's got too many words, so let's take out some of the wording. Okay, and let's go ahead and come down here to the bottom. I affirm that I am the listing or I have been granted permission, and I hit submit. So right now it's going to create this marketing package, and this is going to show up on my feed just like the rest of these houses are on my feed, which allows me to create easy content. I can go over to shareables as an example, and let's find something that I like. My own, here, new listings. I can go ahead and grab this into what's called a list packet. I can, anytime I want to create content to put on my feed, it's this simple. Copy, and paste. New listings. So that actually created a One House website of these listings. And, I've been in real estate since around 2000. I've been a realtor since 2007. And to have the ability to cut and paste this kind of content is really super. Now, I just created this One House website with my name and branding, and you can do it on List Reports using all of these buttons. You can make your own list packs. It does lead capture. You can do home reports once they buy a home, that you can keep them updated on the value of their home. And I know this marketing kit is not created yet for Lido Lane, but I want to share with you value. And I'm running out of time because time is what this is all about. What I want to do is I want to give you a tip. I worked at Rocket Mortgage for 3 or 4 years. And what I learned, I'm going to share with you over time if you do subscribe to my marketing group. How do you get your clients the best deal on a mortgage? Well, ask them if they've received the loan estimate. But a lot of them don't give out loan estimates. They're required to, but they just don't. That's why so many times you have a closing and your buyer is freaking out about all the fees on the mortgage. They don't provide the loan estimate. But you ask your buyer if they have a loan estimate. When they request that loan estimate, that mortgage loan officer is going to give them a better quote than they would have given them if they had just surprised them at closing. The other thing you can do if you really want to give them a benefit on the loan, on the cost of the loan, is to take the loan estimate and send it to another mortgage broker to try to get them a better deal. And frankly, if you send me a loan estimate and I can't get you a better deal, then you're going to be able to go back to your buyer and say, this is a really good deal. Take it. And that's what I would recommend you do. Hey, I'm Randy Jenkins. I made this for Barry. Barry, did you make it to the end? There's one more thing that I have as a benefit to joining my marketing group, and that is I've created a chat GPT that I can send you the link for this, and this will allow you to ask questions about how to use the marketing group listings and the list reports as a way to build your business. Let me see if I can jump back into the video here. Where did I go? Well, my picture disappeared, but I wanted to wave goodbye, and I went 11 minutes. I'm sorry. I appreciate your patience. I will get better at making these and be able to give you a better, more content. And I appreciate your watching, and I hope you reach out to me for the benefits of joining the marketing group. Have a great day.